Ceaseless ocean waves lap away at beachfront property on Plum Island. It's nature's subtle way to show a persistent force unmatched by any other. Here in Newbury, Massachusetts, we've seen the stories of lost homes as people attempted to do battle with this unbeatable power. Another story is the island's refuge, where bird lovers flock using their skill, sighting and photographing our feathered friends that many of us are unable to see. Plum Island, the amazing beauty of a natural place protected from development, where spring is far from silent. And still another story, less known and perhaps less experienced. Plum Island is the northern terminus of a trail and is our connection to the story we are about to hear. There are countless environmental groups, organizations, and individuals sprouting up throughout the United States and the world. Here in Massachusetts, we're discovering just how connected we all really are. This is a video journal of the 200 miles of the Bay Circuit Trail, bringing us closer to nature and to our roots. Come on along and help me sing this song where the adventure grew. That's me and you, and the whole world too. The journey starts out on the Plum Island Turnpike, along the marshes, over a lift bridge, past a little pink house, and the historic Plum Island Airport. In the area known as Joppa Flats, the Audubon Society and the Parker River National Wildlife Refuge headquarters is on a small portion of the trail that is in Newburyport.
We worked very hard to complete the first phase of our rail trail. We also have the Clipper Heritage Trail and have been working with ways to become more green, to encourage people to explore our ecosystems, the environment, as well as our culture, our history, through tourism.
Downtown Newburyport was saved by concerned citizens who resisted the urban renewal movement, preserving the history and feeling of an era gone by.
We also are working on a sustainability roadmap that will take us, into the future in terms of look at what else can we do as being a green community.
The Eliza Little Trail goes around the end of the grassy airport runway into a little tree-lined tunnel, past the white blazes of the Bay Circuit Trail, by a newly turned field, and the Spencer Pierce Little Farm and the Manor House.
This is a working farm. It's 230 of the original 400 acres. The original land grant was 400 acres. So an amazing survival just of acreage in a town like Newbury that is becoming increasingly suburban. We see 22,000 children here a year. I hope that even if a fraction of those kids leave with a love of old wood, and the open space is not something to be exploited necessarily, but to, be treated sensitively.
Along this magnificently tree-lined road onto High Street, there are farms, the land open and spacious. Stone markers and old sidewalks go by a pesticide-free zone. Then on to Hay Street and Green Street. Boston Road is where we meet Dan Streeter.
I started finding myself following these white blazes, and they seem to go to really interesting places.
Here on this meandering woodland pathway, we walk through the Old Town Hill Reservation. In this moist habitat, cedar trees survive, disease and fungus resistant.
The Bay Circuit Trail provides a tremendous amount of access. The trail is to sort of make it so people can experience the Greenway and, connect their communities. It's important, to have those kind of opportunities in your town. That's a key to people's well-being, to property values. Those kind of amenities are not easy to come by, and when you have them, it's very meaningful.
Hiking on Hay Street to Newman Road, by a vast marshy area, you can see Old Town Hill. Back into the woods and up the trail, where many trees tower above and many more have fallen below, to a dirt road, and then up to the top of the hill and a lone maple tree. The field allows views of the distant Plum Island, basking in the sun, and the dunes at the refuge. Here we have a perfect place to have lunch and check our maps.
The trail starts at the beach here. I volunteered to do the mapping, and in those days, of course, there was no GPS. The military was just sort of developing it. There were a few satellites up, but it was not really usable.
In the early 90s, Tom Horth noticed a trail going by the plant where he worked. As an avid hiker, he was hooked, helping to make the Bay Circuit dream a reality.
We used existing trails wherever possible. Shortness was not the goal. The goal was make a pretty trail, something that's fun to walk, and also historic, because it does go right through the center of a lot of historic towns, like Concord, for example.
Going down the hill and through a turnstile, which discourages motorized traffic, there is some new development, creating a contrast on the lower green, which was the site of the first settlement in Newbury in 1635. 'Cause we're all connected by the trail, closer to nature.
Bye. Have a nice hike. See you soon.
'Cause we're the adventure crew. That's me and you, and the whole world too.